watching mum. That can be in the pure sense or in the perverted sense. Mum watching mum. It sounds challenging. So they dominate a sense of challenge and fair or unfair challenge, fair or unfair competition through the Jezebel spirit or false sainthood. They dominate somebody. They don't. They dominate some, but they don't dominate the body, which is demonic, even if they attempt to do a demon possession of the body. God will always reclaim that body back, even if it means that body's going to die. So if it comes to dominate the body, God will always reclaim that body in the end when that body dies, because God ultimately controls life and death, not the devil. And the body belongs, all bodies that die belong to God, and all bodies will meet their maker. So the devil has some, but not body, even through demon possession. The word myself, the devil possesses selfishness or self, but it does not possess mine. So when saints say this is mine, and the devil attempt to take it, particularly the orphans and the outcasts, it becomes hurt. So it becomes hurt. I have already said it likes to remove the scab of anyone who is healing, and it has a wound or a scar, and then there's a scab, it dominates it. It dominates the word so with an attitude problem. It dominates the word disappointed. Dominates the stinky skunk animal. It dominates anyone who is showing off, in other words, boasting. I'll just put here show off, boasting. It dominates the word surrender. It dominates the word. It dominates the ocean and the sea. It dominates the seasons. Yep, it does. Most people assume that Mother Nature dominates the seasons, when in fact, God gives us an appointment for every season, but actually the devil dominates the seasons because of the death involved with it. But renewal of life through the seasons of spring, it is where God dominates the season spring, where there's new life. Parties, it dominates parties. It dominates any course through education. It dominates partners. It dominates anything to do with the police and arrest and military. It dominates sleep. So it normally attacks people when they're asleep because they have no sense of control. It dominates the nutshells or any shells. It dominates, I have said smell. I already said that, smell. It dominates when somebody sits, but God dominates when somebody stands, because we stand against Satan. It dominates accusations. It dominates easy access. It dominates any confessions of sin, and when you come to confess to a priest, Satan is there. Any conditions, dominates combinations, I've said that. Dominates anything small, anything explosive, that means weaponry. Dominates anyone who is active. So we in Hertfordshire have everyone's active. Any activity where money is involved, it dominates the name Sebastian. It dominates. Oh, but it doesn't dominate stick, anything to do with branches and the trees. It does not dominate anyone who is quoting the saints and using our sayings and our words. It does not dominate our sayings and our words. It does dominate some, the word somewhat, but it does not dominate God's mystery in whatever. So I laugh at that. So, the word somewhat or something, it dominates the word some, but not thing. It dominates anything to do with salt or the selling anything on sale. It dominates anything old, but it does not dominate what is new. And that's how I completed this to at the end saying what it doesn't dominate. So it's a copycat, it's a clone of what it can steal and what it cannot steal by a universal law. And my commentary below at the end of this video will have some of the information about the one from the main one on YouTube and on Facebook that had attempted to enslave me through a social system and steal from me through capitalism. It's somebody worse than Boris Johnson. 10 times worse than Boris Johnson, because it was looking at my soul. Anyway, I have completed this video now. I'll add some of the commentary in completion to what I'm saying, but it's a blast.